Welcome back. Another important session, a little bit longer, but a lot of information that I will introduce to you and that you will need later to function in a good way as a project manager. I will have an overlook of the different structures or the main structures you can be working in as a project manager. We can talk about a functional organization, a matrix organization, a projectized organization. There are hybrid organizations, which are a combination of the functional matrix and projectized, which I will not explain in more detail in this session. Then finally, I will talk about the Project Management Office or the PMO, which is a very important organizational part for you as a project manager. When we look at the organizational structures, the behavior of the project manager changes depending on the functional structure or organizational structure you are working in. The organizational structure is a part of the enterprise environmental factors. This relates to the organizational structures, the organizational procedures, standing operating procedures that every organization should have. The functional structure is organized around the functions, research and development, sales, marketing, operations, and so on. The matrix structure we can call a two bosses structure because we have on one side the project manager who's your boss, who's managing the team, and on the other side there is the functional manager of the people who are working in the team. Depending on the power division between the project manager and the functional managers, we will talk about a weak, a balanced, and a strong matrix structure. We project managers like a projectized structure because everything is organized around us and for us, the project managers. Like I said, there are hybrid organizations. We can have all kinds of combinations of these different organizations, and then we call it a hybrid organization. The last point is the project management office, and the project management office is a part of the organization which can be very important depending on the focus on project or not. It's in fact an organization that is there especially for projects and for project managers. Let's look at the functional structure. The functional structure, as you see here, we have different people managers which are managing people in their specific functions. Project coordination is done on the level of the people managers. Projects that are done in a functional structure only relate to the function itself because of the communication model. Everything goes through the functional manager. Combining functions in a project will be very difficult in a structure like this. Functional managers will tell the people what to do, and people may disappear from your project team without any reason. A matrix structure is already a little bit better. We see that the project now is done around the people. People are grouped into teams, cross-functional teams, which are managed by a project manager. We will not always use the term project manager, but it will depend on the type of matrix structure that we are confronted with. We will see that in the next session. Matrix structures are already better. Nevertheless, the best structure for us as a project manager is the project structure. Here, everything is arranged, is organized around projects. You will receive the people from your project from a pool of people that are available for projects. You are really in charge of the project. You are the project manager. You have absolute power over your project. Anyway, we project managers tend to think we have absolute power. The project management office is a specific organization that can be integrated in any organization that you have. It's built specially for the project managers and to support the project managers and the project. We can define three types of PMOs. The first PMO is a supportive PMO. They gather historic information, help you as a project manager, but they don't really have a lot of power related to projects. They store data, they help you with those data. That's one element which is already interesting. And when we start building a PMO, we probably start with a supportive PMO. The second step is a controlling PMO. In this case, we have the supportive role, but also the people of the PMO will control that the work you are doing, the procedures you are following, are according to the standing operating procedures of the company. So you have more support, more control, but still it can be better. A directive PMO is the PMO that we would like to have in a company. All projects are managed by the PMO. The project manager responds to the PMO, and the PMO does all the supportive tasks to help the project managers. So, we had a lot of new terminologies in this session. See you in the next session. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much.